my name is Ruth Mullins and this is Furstenau, number 19. So, thank you for listening. Now I'm going to give you a few of my practice tips. This piece is marked allegro non tanto, so fast but not too fast, or lively but not so much. But the metronome marking is a crotchet equals 116, and at that speed the demi-semiquavers and the triplets are actually quite fast. In my practice I was thinking about finding ways to make everything as easy as possible. Like, I wanted my practice to feel easy. I wanted to cultivate ease. Well, that's kind of obvious, I suppose, but I'll talk my way through a couple of points of how I practiced it. So I found that playing silently was really useful for this piece. So, for example, so it gets your brain thinking in a different way. I could be really careful that I was making my fingers as silent as possible and as light as possible, and you can hear your tonguing, your articulation in a different way, making sure that it's really neat and coordinated. I also practiced in bed, so I took my music to bed and really heard this music in my head. There's lots of different subdivisions of the beat in this piece, and so, you know, really being able to hear the music and knowing it in your head, that's really important. So, as well as practicing all the technical aspects, I found it really important to bring my imagination into this piece. If I didn't bring my imagination into it, I found that I got stuck, particularly on the trills. My fingers would become stiff and get stuck if I was just thinking about achieving the technique. So I've been inspired by things in my garden, the birds. I mean, it's clearly a very birdy piece, and also the cats. And I saw a cat getting ready to pounce at something, you know, when they get really focused and they start wiggling their bottoms and then their whole bodies, and then they pounce. And for me, that was like the perfect thing for the trills. And then in the scherzando section, where you have these suddenly, you know, a contrast in quiet and then suddenly loud, I thought about the two different characters for the sound. So this kind of cheeky, sort of furtive bird for the quiet one, and then the louder, almost a bit clumsy cat for the louder one. So the characters for the different sounds really helped my practice and my performance. So finally, just to say that at the beginning of this study, Furstenau writes ardito, which means courageous or brave. So be courageous and brave and enjoy this study. Thank you for listening, and please support the Help Musicians sponsored challenge if you can. Happy practicing. Goodbye.